So the three topics that I am going to discuss on today is, the first one is the participatory management, second is the training and development, and third one is the social or the community engagement and social outreach of St. Albert's College. So which can be called in general as the Albertian Foundation. So these are the three things, and I do have some slides which I will be sharing with you all. Just one sec, I just want to share my screen. I believe that you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. So these are the three things that I have that I would like to share. First, the Albertian Foundation. The next one is the training and development, the community engagement and social outreach, and the first one is the participatory management system. So what do you mean by participatory management system? The St. Albert's College Autonomous, which is celebrating its 75th year, the Platinum Jubilee, we have a unique thing, which that is a specific for St. Albert's, a unique in nature, where all the stakeholders of St. Albert's College have a say in the things. That is known as a participatory management. We work together as a team here in St. Albert's. The students, the staff, the alumni, the management, everyone works as a team. That is known as a participatory management. And we have 12 committee or coordinators for the effective implementation of participatory management. So the first one is known as the secretaries, second one is known as the treasurers, third one is known as the quality assurance coordinators in class-wise, arts program coordinators, sports coordinators, examination coordinators, social outreach coordinators 7, placement coordinators 8, entrepreneurship and innovation coordinators 9, e-governance coordinators 10, media coordinators 11, green coordinators 12. So these are the 12 coordinators that we have as of now. And we have three structures. We have class-wise coordinators, departmental level coordinators, third one is the institutional level coordinators. So we will start with each coordinators and will explain what are the responsibilities of each coordinators. So secretaries are the face of your class. They are the leaders of your class. So they are elected. They are not selected basically. They are elected from among you all. So a male and a female is elected from you. They will be called as secretaries. So you have to vote for them. I elect dash person, I elect this person. So that is known as a voting, where anyone can stand. There is eligibility criterion for the people to become the secretaries, maybe 75% of attendance, so things are there. I don't remember those things exactly, but that will be taken care by the Dean Student Affairs, right? Professor Mary Joseph of Department of Botany and Research is in charge of taking care of student affairs. So she is in charge to elect the secretaries. But for the others is entirely different. So from the 2nd till the 12th, those are known as the coordinators. They are selected. They are not elected. They are selected among yourself, right? They are selected. There is no voting pattern for the others, right? It's not a mandatory. But the first is a mandatory. It should be voting. For the all others, it's not voting. It is selection, right? So what is the responsibility of a secretary? Secretary is responsible to coordinate all the activities of your class. Okay. Starting from the base thing to the highest level, right? The next one is a treasurer. Who is a treasurer? Treasurer is responsible to handle the financial aspects related with your class. The class, I'm talking about the class. I'm not talking about the department. I'm not talking about the institution. I'm now talking only about your class. Consider that you are planning to have an industrial visit to understand what is accounting. How do you keep book of accounting, right? Book of accounting. So you are going to some place to understand. So there is some kind of money matters involved in that. Maybe you might have, there is a chance that you should hire a bus. You have to give the expense for the bus. You have to get food for all the 30 to 40 students for yours. So you have to collect money from your own class, right? So you will prepare an estimate. You are all from the commerce background, so you will prepare an estimate. These are the expenses, these are the heads that it might come, and further these will be the income. So you will divide the expenses with total number of students who are going to participate in that program, and will share that expense into your, to the fee for that program. And such things and coordinating so things with relate to the fees and financial matters is the responsibility of whom? The treasurer. So treasurer is also responsible to coordinate the scholarship things. Treasurer is also responsible to coordinate collection of fees, sharing the information from the main office related with the fees. All those matters related to the financial aspect is a responsibility of whom? Treasurer. Okay, but the coordination of the general program is the responsibility of the secretary. Right? There is another one who is known as a DQAC. That is in the departmental level. But in the class level, we call them as quality assurance coordinators. What is the responsibility of the quality assurance coordinator? Quality assurance coordinator is responsible to document each and everything, even the minute things. Consider today, one of your student welcomed resource person. So the quality assurance coordinator is responsible to write it down and say, write it down that dash student welcomed dash resource person. That is a responsibility of whom? Quality assurance coordinators. So the quality assurance student coordinators is responsible to write down the things, document it in such a manner. Everyone is going to get the training in from the concerned departments itself, right? Say for example, treasurer, department treasurer, he comes under the Dean Resource Mobilization. The head of the Department of Mathematics, Dr. Sabu MC, who is also the Dean of Resource Mobilization, is responsible to coordinate all the activities related with the treasurer. So he is going to call you all, the treasurers, and he is going to train you all, right? So that is a responsibility of the committee of Dean Resource Mobilization. Say for example, the quality assurance coordinators. Quality assurance coordinators is the responsibility of the Dean Quality Assurance. That is a Dr. Nisha Tomji Verghese. She hails from the Department of English. So that is her responsibility. So she will coordinate with related to the quality assurance program. So consider that one of your classmates won a competition, right? Won a competition. That have to be documented, right? That have to be documented. Her certificate or his certificate have to be collected. His photograph have to be collected. A small paragraph or a small sentence have to be created, documented, right? These are the responsibilities of whom? The quality assurance class coordinators. Those are known as QACs, quality assurance coordinators, right? So the quality assurance coordinators in the class level is responsible to coordinate all the documentation activities. Further, we have arts and program coordinators. What is the responsibility of arts and program coordinators? To organize all the arts and program related with your class. In the institutional level also we have programs. In the departmental level also we have programs. In the class wise also we have programs. Right? In the institutional level, we have a program called Albertian Cultural Days. On all Fridays, 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour is earmarked for the to exhibit your talents, to nurture your talents. So maybe 8 to 10 people might get a chance to perform. But consider that we have 3 years in front of you all. In case if you would like to present something, you have to contact the Dean Student Affairs. Ma'am is in charge of organizing the arts and programs. So the arts and program coordinators is responsible of Professor Mary Joseph, who is the Dean Student Affairs, and she is from the Department of Botany and Research Center. Right. So the arts and program, if you would like to have something, a small program in your class, you can consult with the tutor and organize that arts program. Now it is online. You can plan for a Sarigamapa or a singing competition in your class, finding the best singer in your class. That is the responsibility of whom? Arts program coordinators. So all the programs of St. Albert's College, all the arts programs, program in general sense, any program that happens in the program of St. Albert's College is the responsibility of arts and program coordinators. The fifth one is known as the sports coordinators. What do you mean by sports? All the activities which is related with the sports is coordinated by the sports coordinator. Consider that you would like to organize a, now you all come from the Department of Commerce, right? Department of Commerce is famous for treasure hunt. I still remember my younger brother was there in the department, and he was coordinating fest. He was coordinating fest in Department of Commerce, and he had done beautifully well to organize treasure hunt in those days. And it cost somewhere around 2 lakh rupees on those days, and I still remember I had to pay a lot of amount from my pocket for him, right? So these things can be organized by the arts program coordinators or by the sports coordinators. Sports coordinators can organize athletic meets. Commerce is famous for organizing marathon run. I still remember our beloved vice principal, Dr. Rosalind Gonzaga ma'am, she organized a marathon run. She is very health conscious, but she doesn't look so. But you have to figure it out. She is a very health conscious man. And in the sports, she is very interested in sports. Dr. Sajeev Jose of the Physical Education Department, he is the head of the Department of Physical Education. He is in charge of the physical education activities of St. Albert's College. Dr. Rosalind ma'am and overlooks and coordinates all the sports activities related with the sports coordinators. The next one is the examination coordinators. Anything related with the examination, internal, external. External means theory and practical. You have one practical in semester 3, 4 and 5, 6. Those are the computer practicals, I believe so. Just one paper for you all, but for other, they have a lot of other practical papers also. In anything related with the examination, internal or external in the sense term and exams, is the responsibility of the examination coordinators. So any communication from the controller of examination is Dr. M.A. Solomon sir. He's also the he comes from the Department of Chemistry and Research. He is responsible for the examinations of St. Albert's College. We have autonomy. Autonomy is a status given by the UGC, University Grants Commission, under the Ministry of Education. We received it in 2016, in the year 2016. That is a right where we can design our own course. We can design our own syllabus. We can fix our own examinations. We can finalize our own question papers. We can evaluate the answer sheets. We can declare our marks. That is one of the right under autonomy. So the examination coordinators is responsible to coordinate between the controller of examinations and your class. So in case sometimes there will be a notification from the COE stating that dash is the last date to submit your examination fee. Dash is the last date to submit your internals. Maybe tutor might share that. So your responsibility, the examination coordinator, the student selected as examination coordinators have to inform all the class members and ensure that they does those things within the time frame. That is a responsibility of the examination coordinators. The next one is social outreach. Social outreach is my own responsibility. So we have a team called as social outreach, community engagement and social outreach, CE and SO. We call it as CE and SO, community engagement and social outreach, where we go to the society, we extend our hands to the society and support the society in general. Right. Say, for example, in some of the departments carry out a program supporting old age homes, baby homes, baby homes in the sense orphanages, maybe some hospitals, and so on, so on, so on. Right. So those things comes under social outreach. Anything which is outside our college campus comes under the category called community engagement and social outreach. So when we go and clean the roads, that comes under social outreach. So social outreach coordinators are responsible to cater the needs of the society. So that is done by myself. My name is Shine, and I will be available in the office of, I have a small cubicle in the office of Internal Quality Assurance Cell, right? At present, I am sitting over there. All right, and Dr. Bijoy, sir, from the Aquaculture Department, is the secretary for the social outreach. So you can contact any of us with related to the social outreach. There is another thing called the placement and career coordinators. The placement and career coordinators are those responsible to create awareness, improve your skills related with the placement process. So the placement student coordinators are responsible to create a brochure of placement brochure at the end of 3 years. For that, you have to get the content from the DQAC, that's a quality assurance coordinator. So because they are the one who creates the documentation. So you will have to work together as a single team, right? Then only we can get the information, right? So the placement coordinators have to organize specialized training programs, interview training programs, group discussion programs, and industrial visit programs. So things have to be coordinated by whom? The placement and career coordinators. Career talks, those are the things responsible for the placement and career coordination. Internships comes under the placement. So these are the responsibilities of whom? The placement and career coordinators. And at the end, you have to, that is the thing that you all have to remember. Either you have to go for a higher education or you have to go for a job. All right. These have to be there in your goal. So define your goal now itself and identify and write it down. Write it down, your goals, short, medium and long-term goals, and plan your career very beautifully. Moving and placement in charge is Professor Francis MC. He is from the Department of Economics, and he is also the Deputy Dean of Academic Affairs, right? So you can contact Professor Francis MC of Economics Department, anything related with the placement. Your head of the department, Professor Jeffrey, is also in the placement team. I believe that he is the secretary of the placement team. So you can contact him also, right? So the next one is the EI coordinators. What do you mean by EI? EI is entrepreneurship and innovation. So there are a lot of entrepreneurs in the commerce batch. I still remember in 2006 or 7, I saw a letter which was to the principal, and principal handed it over to me because it was from the Google. So when I opened that letter, there was a check in that letter, and it was for a student in St. Albert's. He was coordinating a website and business, which is basically advertisement website, which is basically an advertisement. It was a general information portal, but he earned revenue. He earned revenue through the advertisements. That is an entrepreneurship. Okay, so there are a lot of students who goes for kind of activities like coordination of events. That is a kind of entrepreneurship. There are a lot of students does bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is nothing but accounting. Who keeps the book accounting? That is another type of entrepreneurship, right? There are n number of opportunities for you. There are n number of opportunities for you to organize those things. So Dr. Gio Jose Fernandez, who is Dean of International Affairs and Management, he sits in just opposite to our building, Albertian Institute of Management. Dr. Shiny MC is coordinator for the Albertian Incubation Center and IEDC. And Father John, who is the president of Institution Innovation Council, and myself is the secretary or the convener to the Institution Innovation Council. So you can contact any of these four for the entrepreneurship and innovation related activities, right? So that is known as the innovation and entrepreneurship. You can go for a startup. Right, we are promoting startups in St. Albert's College. So, in case if you can go for the higher education, you can go for a job, or after the 3 years, you can go for a startup also. So, for that, we are there to support you. That is the responsibility of the EI student coordinators. You have to identify any of the students who have the startup idea in their mind. So we can organize idea pitching campaigns. We can organize idea seminars, ideation seminars, workshops for entrepreneurship and innovation. That is the 9th coordinators. Next one is the e-governance coordinators. E-governance, I was just looking the time. E-governance coordinators are responsible to coordinate all the matters related with the college website and college portal. We have a wonderful concept called transparent and green system, and we call it as Edu-Alberts. So you, in case if you enroll into St. Albert's, all the students of St. Albert's will have an identity of their own. All the staff members, all the staff and students of St. Albert's College have an identity, which is basically an email in nature. And it ends with @alberts.edu.in. Say, for example, as the Dean of Training and Development, I have an email ID of hrdr@alberts.edu.in. So whoever is the Dean of Human Resource Development and Research will hold that email ID. And I also have another email ID, which is known as shineantony@alberts.edu.in. So that is personal email ID. So there are two types. One is related with the office. The next is related with the personal. So all the students will also have their personal IDs. Say, for example, the teachers. All the teachers have their own personal IDs, which is their name followed by @alberts.edu.in. But also your department will have another email ID, which is known as official ID of your department name followed by alberts.edu.in. So there is also there two structure. One is individual, next is office or institution, right? So there will be three level. One is individual, next one is office, final one is institution. For institution as a whole, mail at alberts.edu.in. That is institution as a whole, right? That's institution as a whole. So there are three layers of identities. One is the class wise, one is individual wise, next one is office wise, next one is the institution as a whole, right? So that is the e-governance coordinators. Professor Sangeeta J, who is the head of the Department of Computer Science and Assistant Controller of Examination, she is looking after the e-governance, and Father Antony, the very reverend chairman of our college, he is the final authority related with the governance things. So he is the one who operates the entire thing. Father Christy David Patiala, who is vice chairman of St. Albert's College, who he is doing his higher education abroad. He's in US, but he look after the entire e-governance process of St. Albert's College. Sometimes he works in his night, which is our day, right? And I don't know how he works, but he is also into the e-governance aspects. So that is how we work as a team. And the e-governance aspect is wonderful concept, and student coordinators have to work on this aspect. So you will be responsible. The student coordinators are responsible to coordinate all the activities related with the portal and the email IDs. So you might have to collect the details of all the students who are enrolled right now, and you have to share. You have to share the email IDs with the students. Those things are the responsibility of the e-governance coordinators. Next one is the media coordinators. What do you mean by media coordinators? Media coordinators are responsible to communicate each and everything to the students as well as to the outer world and to the higher ups. Right? That's the responsibility of the media coordinators. So what does the media coordinator do? Consider that you have a program in your department, in your class. Consider that in your class. The class level brochures were there. I believe that you might have seen the brochures. Okay, I had seen Professor Jeffrey have posted that a GST coordinator of state from Alapura inaugurated your ScholaBrevis. Okay. That was the responsibility of the media coordinator of your department, not Professor Jeffrey. So the media coordinator have to put that thing, right? Student coordinator have to create a brochure along with the media coordinator of the staff, right? I will come to the staff in a later stage, but I'm just now sharing about the media coordinators in general. What is the work of the media coordinator? So media coordinators is responsible to communicate each and everything to everyone. So we are trying to create 12 WhatsApp groups where we will have the media coordinators of all the institutions together. Then, and we also have class-wise WhatsApp groups. So for example, you are together in a class-wise group, maybe the first year BCom taxation, self-finance, first year BCom computer application, self-finance. There will be two different groups where the teachers and all the students enrolled in that program will be there. Apart from that, there will be another WhatsApp group also, which will be basically on these 12 coordinators. We are trying to create those things. It will come in due course of time. We planned this participatory management from 2014 onwards. We are trying to implement in 2016. We beautifully implemented it in 2019. I believe that you might have heard about the Onam celebration, where all the 3,000 students of St. Albert's College came together, prepared the Onam Sadhya together. It was just a festival of Kerala state over here in St. Albert's College. Somewhere doing somewhere chopping the vegetables, somewhere preparing the payasam, somewhere preparing the flower carpet, the pookalam. It was a so beautiful and nicely coordinated event. That was the first kind of participatory management in a bigger or the larger scale. And followed by, we also coordinated a big program, which is a cleaning program of the entire city. All the 3,000 students were engaged in that process. So let me come back to the media coordinators. So the media coordinators are responsible to communicate and to ensure everything is being communicated to your class, right? And further, anything is communicated from the class to any other levels, right? In general, say for example, examination is the examination's responsibility, not the media coordinators. So they will prepare the posters, they will prepare the thanks messages, they will prepare the thanks posters, they will prepare the anything which is related with the media coordinators. Professor Nikita Shaji, she is from the Department of English. She is the Public Relations Officer of St. Albert's College Autonomous right now, and she is responsible to coordinate the media coordinators in the institutional level, right? So in case if you require any assistance, you can contact her. Further, the last one is the green coordinators. What do you mean by the green coordinators? Green coordinators they have two responsibility. One is they are also the research coordinators, and they are also responsible related with the green activities or green initiatives of St. Albert's College. So what do you mean by green initiatives? Green initiatives are those, I mean, we know that the environmental activities are the green initiatives. Other than the green initiative, other than the normal green initiatives, there are n number of green initiatives. Say, for example, we have a 0 hour. 0 hour is a time where we switch off all the lights and fans of St. Albert's College and we continue with zero power consumption. That is also a green coordinator's responsibility. There is another program where we try to cut down the electricity in our own households. That is another program. That is also responsibility of the green coordinators. They also shared the responsibility of the shares the responsibility of the research, as I shared earlier. Research, the journal clubs, you are responsible. The students are responsible for sharing the research Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have a small power failure over here. I have just joined from my mobile and really sorry for that. Yeah, let me continue with the green coordinators. So the green coordinators are also responsible for the research activities. I shared that earlier. So the research activities, there is a project. There is a project at the end of your end of your program, end of your degree. So those things is the responsibility of the research coordinators. You can engage in research activities. You have to publish papers at the end of third year. You have to publish at least one scientific papers. That is a responsibility of yours, right? That's a responsibility of yours. Okay, that is the responsibility of the green coordinators. And research is coordinated by the dean research, Dr. Rajesh Kunjan Pillai, who is a wonderful researcher that we have in St. Albert's College. He's a wonderful scientist. He had got a lot of research projects and glories in various projects. He's basically from the Department of Chemistry and Research Center. Dr. Rajesh Kunjan Pillai, you have to go and meet him. Basically, he's from the science, but he will help you to improve your research and scientific temper, right? That is about 12 coordinators. I'm really sorry that I can't show you the my screen, my PowerPoint screens slides, but I believe that the power will come at any time. I will continue that slides in a later stage. So these are the 12 coordinators. Further, we will have class level coordinators. So in each 12 coordinators, we have to identify one male, one female. So that means we will have 12 plus 12, that is 24. 24 people in a class. Is it clear? 24 people in a class in this participatory management system. And consider that in your department, there are 3 classes: first year UG, second year UG, third year UG in BCom taxation. In computer application, you will also have first year UG computer application, second year UG computer application, third year UG computer application. So all these coordinators will come together and they have to select the next level of leadership, that is known as departmental level coordinators for 12. Is that clear? The class-wise coordinators have to come together and they have to select the departmental level coordinators.
Okay. On Thursday, I believe that there will be a selection of the class level coordinators, right? And maybe in the next week we will have departmental level selections, right? So that is the class wise department, and the next level is known as the institutional level. So there will be coordinators from each departments, in each departments. So from the each department they will come together. Say consider, I believe that we have in St. Albert's College we have 30 departments. So all the departmental level coordinators will come together in the institutional level. Say class wise arts and program coordinators of all the class under the Department of Commerce Self Finance will come together and select one male and one female for the departmental level arts and program coordinators, right? Thus all the 12 will there, 12 plus 12 male and female, right? Further, all the coordinators from the various departments of St. Albert's College will come together in the last stage, and they will select one male, one female as the institutional level coordinators, right? So in the institutional level, there will be 24 coordinators, right? That's the final level of coordinators. So there will be three layers. One is the class wise, next one is the departmental wise, third one is the institutional level. So this is known as a participatory management system in the student level. Same thing is happening with teachers. In the department, we have a coordinator who is in charge of these 12 verticals. In all these 12 verticals, there is a teacher in charge who is responsible for all these 12 verticals. They are responsible to coordinate all these 12. So in the institutional level, there are another 12 who is responsible to coordinate all these. I have shared their names in when I shared about the duties of each coordinators. All right, that is about the participatory management. I took nearly 40 minutes to explain about the participatory management. I believe that that is the most important thing that I have to share with you, because you all will be there in St. Albert's College for the next 3 years. I'm sorry, I'm getting some messages. Yeah. You will be there for the next 3 years. So to empower and ensure that the system is there, this is the thing that I think that I should communicate with you. And the next two topics that I want to share with you all is the training and development, and the next one is the social outreach and community engagement. So what do you mean by training? Training is nothing but engaging the students, staff, and all the stakeholders of St. Albert's College to develop themselves. That is known as the training and development. Yeah, I got my internet. So that is about training and development. Yeah. I will just join for my. I
believe that I'm audible to you all. Just 1 second, I'm just sharing my screen so that you can see my presentation. Am I audible, and whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much to you. Yeah, let me continue. So this was the slide that I missed earlier. These are the three structures that we have: the class level coordinators, the departmental level coordinators, and institutional level coordinators. These are the three things. So this is a unique feature of St. Albert's College. You won't find this thing in any other colleges, where the staff, the students, and everyone is engaged in a participational structure, and they decide the programs. It's not in a hierarchy. Obviously, it's in a hierarchical nature. But the decisions are coming from the grassroots level. Opinions are coming from the grassroots level, from the class, right? And it travels through the department to the institutional level. We have an executive committee and extended executive committee, which executive council or executive committee convenes the meeting on every Monday between 10 to 11:30, and the extended executive council, which consists of all the departments heads, convenes the meeting once in a month. So everything is discussed there. It is a transparent procedure, and the communication have to be shared with all the class level coordinators also. So this is the structure that we have: class level, departmental level, institutional level. Further, we have the structure in the student level, also in the teachers level. So departmental level teachers coordinators are there, institutional level teachers coordinators are also there. Moving to my responsibility of Dean and Training, Dean Training and Development. These are the various training programs that we organize. The first one is training for staff members, for the teachers. Training for the student is the one that I have to emphasize on. Training for other staff members of various colleges. Training for other students in other than Albertians. Training for general public. Corporate training centers. We have a corporate training center where we provide training for the corporates, and we also run some certificate and diploma programs. We have teacher training programs, which is known as a faculty development program. We have national seminars and a lot of workshops. We have international seminars, workshops, webinar series, national level as well as international level. Albertian Platinum Jubilee webinar series, one in the name of the first patron, the Archbishop Joseph Attiperi. At present, he's a servant of the God, and he's elevated to the servant of the God. And we also have the specialized webinar series. These are a lot of programs are being organized, maybe in association with the various departments. And consider that you will get these informations in your WhatsApp group. Let me take this opportunity to request you humbly that in case if you're getting free time, you have to engage in the seminars and workshops and training programs. Don't spoil your time just unnecessarily. Instead of that, you engage in a learning process through these programs, right? Enroll. In case if you are interested in physics seminar, just go and enroll there. It's beyond now it's a multidisciplinary in nature, right? And now beyond the multidisciplinary, it's called as interdisciplinary. Now even the interdisciplinary is out of fashion. Now it is transdisciplinary in nature. So the research that happening right now is transdisciplinary in nature. So now you have to identify and learn how to integrate all these subjects together. So that's why we introduce the credit-based, choice-based things. Choice-based CBCS pattern itself, right? But we are not. We are in a progressive way to accomplish the objective of the CBCS in the pure manner. And there are n number of e-learning platforms available. The St. Albert's also have its own e-learning platform, which is known as elearning.alberts.edu.in, where the faculty members of the St. Albert's College is offering a lot of training programs, in St. Albert through the e-learning platform. Other than that, there is a lot of programs which is platform in the open market. Swayam is one of the initiative of the Ministry of Education, formerly the Ministry of Human Resource Development and MHRD development, and now it is under the MOE. The credits will be marked in your mark list in case if you're doing it in Swayam, right? So you can do programs in Swayam. This is the responsibility of the development team. You have to engage in, you have to develop and engage in such activities, seminars, workshops, e-content courses. These are the responsibility of the training and development, where we try to develop each and every students beyond their syllabus, right? With regard to syllabus, it is not our responsibility. It is the responsibility of whom? The class teachers, the department. It's their responsibility. So beyond the curriculum, beyond the syllabus and curriculum, it is the responsibility of training and development office, right? So we are engaging at least one international speaker in a week. So in case if you're interested in any of the in this week, we on Thursday, I believe so. On Thursday we have an entrepreneurship talk, which he is from Italy. Professor is from Italy. So you can enroll for that program, and you can attend that program, right? It's not for the certificates, it's to upgrade your knowledge and understanding, right? Those are the things that I would like to share about the training. And next one is the training and development, where you are responsible to publish the books. In case if you would like to publish a book, say, beyond the knowledge of your paper in the sense your course and your program, if you would like to go for a short story book, right, you can come over to us. I will show this is our team, training and development. As a dean, I lead Dr. Jinson Joseph of Department of Aquaculture. He's the deputy dean. Professor Indu Dominic of Albertian Institute of Management. She's from the Department of Management. Ma'am is there. Professor Sharon Hillary. He is from the Department of Commerce, aided and aided. There's a research center. He is there. Professor John Sinoj. He is from the Department of English. Professor Devika V.S. She's a secretary for the training and development. She is from the postgraduate department of English. You can contact any of us with regard to the training and development. So in case if you would like to go for a publication, you have a group, you are a very good writer, right? You would like to go for a novel, or you would like to publish it, come to us. We will publish it. We will help you to publish it. We will develop you that skill. That is the training and development. That is our responsibility. So we will train you to how to write even. In case if you have that eager to write, that is more than enough. You come to us, we will train you, we will sit with you, we will help you to how to publish. We will do 100% of support from our part. Whether it is a poem, whether it is a short story, whether it is a novel, that is up to you. Even your textbook can be prepared by you all. So these are the lot of options that you have, right? If you would like to go for development students, through all means, then the training. There is internship, which is basically, we have summer and winter internship, which is known as Albertian internship, that we are going to undertake. So those things can be, but for that you have to enroll. We will issue a notification. You can enroll in case if you want. We also undertake the minor and major researches. It's a responsibility. Research is a responsibility of the dean research, but we also undertake the commercial and contractual research. Say, for example, some of the high-end companies will give commercial and contractual minor and major research projects. So such research projects will be assisted from our team, and we are trying to get such minor and major research projects. So there, in case if you're interested in such documentation procedures, if you're interested in research, you can come there as research interns, where you will get a certificate. You can learn how the major and minor research works and how the things does in a research. So those things can be learned under the internship as well as the minor major research. Further, we have the finishing schools and the skill development programs run by our team, and all the programs of development of staffs and students is a responsibility of ours. And the last part, that is a social outreach, that is a community engagement. We have a border name called Albertian Foundation. What do you mean by Albertian Foundation? All the activities, all the community engagement activities, and all the social actions or the social outreach activities of St. Albert's College will come under a common umbrella called Albertian Foundation. Why is that common umbrella? We, in 30 departments, we are doing a number of activities, all right? But when we take Department of Commerce as a small unit, there will be only 2 or 3 activities in a single year, all right? When we take Alberts as a common unit under the Albertian Foundation is an NGO kind of thing, which comes under Section 8 company, then it will be a massive activity done by St. Albert's, right? Which can be presented in any platforms for support, for anything. I have very specific terms for that, but I am skipping those. But the Albertian Foundation is a noble vision of our management, where we are supposed to I mean, when we engage in outreach activity through the department or through the class, don't forget to paste, stick Albertian Foundation, the word Albertian Foundation there in that poster, there in that document, there in that documentation. All right, do remember that. So what can you do in Albertian Foundation? Anything which is related with the social outreach, social extension, community engagement. My time is out. And what do you mean by SAVE? I'm just running through some of the programs: gender equity and sensitization, environment and sustainability, human values, professional ethics, industrial visits, organizational visits. Everything comes under the Albertian Foundation. SAVE, UBA, celebrations with the community, vulnerable groups. We have ethnicity program. Ethnicity is a program where the ethnic groups of St. Albert's College and near in the Kuchi city comes together and celebrate their ethnical values, ethnical knowledge, ethnical history, and so on. Right? What do you mean by SAVE? SAVE is a program initiated by the St. Albert's College for St. Albert's College students and for the society, where we ask all the students to voluntarily undertake, compulsorily, I don't want to say the word compulsory, voluntarily undertake service, social outreach in the society. Say, for example, I still remember we went to an old age home and we tried to bath, we tried to clean an elderly person. And one of the female students from the physics, she was actually cleaning the nails, cutting the nails of an elderly person, a grand old father. And she was literally crying. She was literally crying. At the end, she came to me and she said, so this was a great experience for me. This was a great experience for me. I still remember those time. And now she is into a lot of NGO kind of activity. She is into social outreach activity. She is into the community engagement activities. That comes under the same. What is UBA? UBA is nothing but Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. What Unnat Bharat Abhiyan is a program developed by the central government of India, GOI, to uplift the rural villages through the higher education institutions. So all the higher education institutions will be assigned with 5 or 6 villages where we have to do community engagement, where we have to share the knowledge, where we have to share and support in all manner, where we have to engage in knowledge sharing process. That is the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So the Department of Commerce is also assigned with some of the villages, and national importance days have to be celebrated. Dean Student Affairs will be looking into that. Other than that, the department also have to organize. But don't forget to put the word Albertian Foundation in those posters. Voluntary activities in association with the government organizations, NGO, Childline, Women's Commission, Human Rights. So things comes under the volunteering activities. And St. Albert's was the first in the state of Kerala to organize a virtual Kerala Legislative Assembly for the youth, and which was inaugurated by the Speaker of Kerala. Ramakrishnan sir. So that's the Kerala Youth Assembly. We also, we are also planning to organize Indian Youth Parliament, Model Youth United Nations, and to celebrate the 75th year of St. Albert's College and of United Nations. We organized the 7 series of programs, which is called as UN 75. Finished. UN 75. I got a timeout message over here. So UN 75. Right. So that is my last slide, and this is my team. In the social outreach, in case if you would like to have anything related with the social outreach, you can contact me or Dr. Bijoy VM. He's from the Department of Aquaculture. He's a great researcher, and he's also secretary to the social outreach. Professor Sebastian AB is from the Department of Economics. He's in charge of NSS. Professor Sumisha VS is also from the, she's also leading the NSS, and she's from the Department of Commerce Aided. Rajimol Aishwarya and Deepa Rashid, they are from the Department of Department of Social Work, and they are leading the SAVE program. And Professor Celine Nimisha, she's from the Department of Zoology, and Professor Antony Raju, he's from the Department of Renewable Energy. So in case if you would like to discuss anything with the social outreach, you can come to us, to my team. In case if you would like to discuss about training and development, you can contact any of these persons. So thank you very much for your time with me, and I believe that uh, this was a fruitful for you all. And in case if you have any questions, you can have, I have 2 minutes remaining. So in case if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Professor Shine Antony for your informative words. Thank you, sir. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Sean, for your thanks, and request all the students that you engage in a lot of activities through these various groups. And happy learning here in St. Albert's College. I believe that St. Albert's College is more than institution more than institution. It should be a family kind of thing. So do treat Alberts as your own family, and engage with teachers with due respect, and engage them with as a member of your family. Happy learning and happy days at Alberts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. We in this section in the wind up pane. So thank you so much, Sean and Sri Lakshmi, for the participation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uma, so Uma, okay, brochure prepare. Thank you. And okay, we program brochures design discuss. Then coordinate volunteers ഓരോ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിൽ നിന്നും വേണം. അത് കൊമേഴ്സിൽ നിന്ന് 4 പേരെ വേണം, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ടാക്സേഷനിൽ നിന്ന് വേണം. സോ വില്ലിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളവർ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ടീച്ചേഴ്സിന് ഇൻഡിവിജ്വലി മെസ്സേജ് ചെയ്യുക, അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ റാൻഡംലി സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യാം. സോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വലിയ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ഇന്നിപ്പോൾ ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ഷോണും പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ജസ്റ്റ് എല്ലാവരും വെൽക്കം ചെയ്യുക, ദെൻ താങ്ക് യു പറയാം, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. സോ വില്ലിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളവർ ഞങ്ങൾ ടീച്ചേഴ്സിന് പേഴ്സണലി മെസ്സേജ് ചെയ്യുക. ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ അറ്റൻഡൻസ് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പോണേന്. സോ പേര് വിളിക്കുമ്പോഴേക്കും നിങ്ങൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ഓഡിയോ അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് പറയാം. ഓക്കെ, ക്ലിയർ ആണോ എല്ലാവർക്കും?
യെസ് മാം.
നാളത്തെ സെക്ഷൻ 9 o'clock സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യും. സോ ലിങ്ക് ഇതുപോലെ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 8:45 ഒക്കെ ആകുമ്പോഴേക്കും ലിങ്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാം കേട്ടോ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഞാൻ അറ്റൻഡൻസ് വിളിക്കാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് ടാക്സേഷനിൽ സാൻഡ്ര ഗോൾഡൻ.
Present, ma'am.
ഓക്കെ. കാൽവിൻ ജോസ്.
Present, ma'am.
ലെവിൻ ജോസ്.
Present, ma'am.
പാർവതി.
Present, ma'am.
ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി.
Present, ma'am.
ആകാശ്.
Present, ma'am.
അനുപമ.
Present, ma'am.
സിയ തോമസ്.
Present, ma'am.
ഉമ PTS.
Present, ma'am.
സുർമി അമീർ.
Present, ma'am.
അമീന അബ്ദുൽ നാസർ.
Present, ma'am.
റോബിൻ റോയ്.
Present, ma'am.
അമിത് ലാർക്ക്.
Present, ma'am.
അൻസിയ MS.
Present, ma'am.
ജാസ്മിൻ സെബാസ്റ്റ്യൻ.
Present, ma'am.
ലിയ ജോസഫ്.
Present, ma'am.
റിയ ബെന്നി.
Present, ma'am.
ബെനീറ്റ.
Present, ma'am.
നിതിൻ.
Present, ma'am.
സിദ്ധാർത്ഥ്.
Present, ma'am.
അലൻ ആന്റണി. അലൻ ആബ്സെന്റ് ആണോ? അലൻ ഉണ്ടോ? ആബ്സെന്റ് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്തു. Then Sona Babu.
Present, ma'am.
Anshul K. Jose.
Present, ma'am.
Alina Maria Rose.
Present, ma'am.
Anita Joseph.
Present, ma'am.
Alina Teresa.
Present, ma'am.
Sandra MR.
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra
Present, ma'am.
and Joshna,
Present, ma'am.
Evelyn,
Present, ma'am.
Gerald,
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav,
Present, ma'am.
Adira Dilip,
Present, ma'am.
Ardra Krishna,
Present, ma'am.
Rekha Nair,
Present, ma'am.
Naveen Matthew,
Present, ma'am.
Pratiksha,
Present, ma'am.
Srinesh,
Present, ma'am.
Nitya,
Present, ma'am.
Arunima.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, അപ്പോൾ ടാക്സിൽ ഒരാൾ മാത്രമേ ആബ്സെന്റ് ഉള്ളൂ. അലൻ
Ma'am,
ആന്റണി.
present.
അലനുണ്ടോ?
Ma'am, present. കട്ടായി പോയി പെട്ടെന്ന്.
കട്ടായി പോയ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഓൾ പ്രസന്റ് ആണ്. Then computer application. Edwin.
Present, ma'am.
Aisha.
Present, ma'am.
Gloria.
Present, ma'am.
Sandra.
Present, ma'am.
Cedric.
Present, ma'am.
Akila.
Present, ma'am.
Anandu.
Present, ma'am.
Iron.
Present, ma'am.
Abdul Aziz. And Abdul Aziz. Hello?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Sean Paul.
Present, ma'am.
Sean Hendrickson.
Present, ma'am.
Leanne Rose.
Present, ma'am.
Ninu Joseph. Ninu. Present ആണോ? ആബ്സെന്റ് ആണെന്ന് പറയുന്നില്ല.
മാം ആളുടെ മൈക്കിൽ എന്തോ കുഴപ്പമുണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു.
ആണോ? ഒന്ന് കമന്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറയോ പ്രസന്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ?
യെസ് മാം.
ഓക്കെ, അടുത്ത ആൾക്കാരെ വിളിക്കാം, ഞാൻ നോക്കാം. സാംസൺ പൗലോസ്.
Present, ma'am.
അലൈന അംബ്രോസ്.
Present, ma'am.
മേഘ മോഹൻ.
Present, ma'am.
മുഹമ്മദ് ഫർഹാൻ.
Present, ma'am.
അതുൽ.
Present, ma'am.
ജോമോൾ ജോസഫ്.
മിസ് ജോമോളുടെ ഫോണിന്റെ ചാർജ് തീർന്നെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു.
ഓക്കെ പ്രസന്റ് ചാർജ് തീർന്നു. നീനു അല്ല, ജോമോള് പ്രസന്റ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ നീനൂടെ കമന്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. ദെൻ അടുത്ത ആള് സഞ്ജു.
Present, ma'am.
ജോയൽ സാബു.
എക്സ്ക്യൂസ് മീ മാം.
യെസ്
മാം, നീനു ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
കമന്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ?
മൈക്കിന് ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ഓക്കെ, നീനു പ്രസന്റ് ആണ്.
Ma'am,
ജോയൽ സാബു. ലിയ ഷാജി.
Present, miss.
ശ്രാവൺ KS.
മാം ആൾ ആബ്സെന്റ് ആണ്. ഹീസ് ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് സ്റ്റേഷൻ.
ഓക്കെ, ആബ്സെന്റ് ആണ്, ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് സ്റ്റേഷൻ. ദെൻ സച്ചിൻ ജോർജ്.
Present, ma'am.
ജോൺ വർഗീസ്.
Present, ma'am.
ആന്റോണിയ ജോസ്.
Present, ma'am.
അന്ന തോമസ്.
Present, ma'am.
അശ്വിൻ ബിജു.
Present, madam.
അശ്വിൻ വി സജീവ്. ഇല്ലെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. അശ്വിൻ ഉണ്ടോ? എനിബഡി ആരെങ്കിലും?
Ashwin Biju present.
അതൊക്കെ. അശ്വിൻ വി സജീവ്. അശ്വിൻ സജീവ് പ്രസന്റ് ആണോ? ആരെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് കോണ്ടാക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഇൻഫോം ചെയ്യണേ. ആബ്സെന്റ് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കാം. ദെൻ ഫാത്തിമ.
Present, ma'am.
ഫാത്തിമ നസ്റിൻ.
Present, ma'am.
അഞ്ജലി MS.
Present, ma'am.
നിമ്മി പി ബാബു.
Present, ma'am.
അർജുൻ കൃഷ്ണ.
Present, ma'am.
ആൻഡ് കൃഷ്ണ.
Present, ma'am.
യോഗേശ്വരൻ.
Present, ma'am.
അഖിൽ മാർട്ടിൻ.
Present, ma'am.
വർഷ NS.
Present, ma'am.
ശ്രുതി സുശീൽ.
Present, ma'am.
വിവാനോ സേവ്യർ.
Present, ma'am.
ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ അതില് അശ്വിനും ശ്രാവണും അശ്വിനും രണ്ടുപേര് ആബ്സെന്റീസ് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ ഇൻഫോം ചെയ്യാൻ പറയാം. നാളത്തെ സെക്ഷൻ 9 o'clock സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യും. 8:45 ആകുമ്പോഴേക്കും ലിങ്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യും. ദെൻ വോളണ്ടിയേഴ്സ് വില്ലിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളവര് 4 പേര് ഞങ്ങൾ പേഴ്സണലി കോൺടാക്ട് ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ, സോ താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
കട്ട് ചെയ്യാലോ നമുക്ക്.